Okay, there's something serious I have to talk about before we begin Q&A 26. If you guys are movie nerds like I am, there's a channel on YouTube, okay? It features a Playboy model who takes off her clothing every time you get an answer right. Yeah, somebody made that. Like, that was a wet dream I had when I was 14, but that's actually, now it exists. Anyway, if you don't believe me, check this out. I'm gonna have to show Tiny Todd this. By the way, if you guys want to subscribe to Cineflix, annotation up above, click that, check him out. Oh, there he is. Come here, Tiny Todd.
When was the last time your knowledge got a woman to take her clothes off?
That's not for your sockets, Tiny Todd. Now get out of here. Anyway, guys, what was that? I'm gonna take off my drive jacket because it's getting a little heated in here, and it's time to kick some ass. I don't have a hammer, but I do have a Batman t-shirt, and that's just gonna have to suffice for today. So anyway, guys, let's jump into your questions here on Q&A 26. Yeah, all right. What movies can you watch over and over again? I've said this 100 times, but you know, I love all of the Batman movies except for the Schumacher abominations. I just watched Point Break again the other day for like the 80th time. I don't know why. I like the new Star Trek movie, the J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie. I can watch that over and over again. Do you feel The Dark Knight Rises should have won an Oscar? Absolutely. How the hell did it not win an Oscar? You know, mostly practical effects blended with a little bit of CGI. It should have at least got visuals or soundtrack or something along those lines. In all honesty, maybe a Best Director nomination. Hey John Flixter, what if you woke up tomorrow and all of your hair on your body was missing? All of the hair on my body. From the neck down, that'd be okay by me. But I don't know. I guess I just have to wear the Bane mask permanently. Hey ass cheeks, what do you think about someone getting married at 21? Too young or nah? If you love them, man. Go for it. 21, I've seen kids married at like 18. Now that's a mistake. Hey Johnny, can you give your quick thoughts on the Oscar results, please? I'll be honest with you guys. Besides watching my friends on YouTube talk about the Oscars, I don't keep up with them. I could care less what they pick. The Oscars to me are meaningless. It's just a group of people that I don't care about their opinions voting on some other people to win. And they usually always snub the right person, so it's like I can't even watch it. What's the point? Actually, you know what? Seth MacFarlane directed this year, or hosted this year. I actually might give him a watch, just because of that guy. How old were you when you first drank alcohol? I mean, I remember tasting it when I was around, well, the first time I ever tasted it, I was probably a kid, but literally actually start drinking it probably around 15, 16, like, just to be a cool kid. And only at social events. I was never really a big drinker. Actually one time, I already shared that story a long time ago. Raiders of the Lost Ark or Die Hard 3? Make a decision, John. I know Raiders is an awesome movie, but I love the grittiness of Die Hard 3. I love John McClane and Samuel L. Jackson. Which college did you graduate from and what class did you take? I went to a local private college, but I took graphic. I have a degree in applied science of graphic design. I just got an associate's degree, but I took the first only first 8 months are like graphic design classes. Those are the ones that you're actually there for. Everything else was like business and speech, and that's how most colleges are. It's pretty much you learn what you need to learn about the subject matter you want to graduate with for like 8 months, and then the other 3.5 years you spend learning about some other bullshit you already learned in high school. Why do you take so long in making another Q&A? I make a Q&A every week. It's just literally now been 8-9 days since the last one, so I'm sorry. Forgive me. Forgive me for the sins I've committed. It's just been a busy week, to be honest with you. Today I actually shot like 4 videos. One of them is a rant about Batman. Take it easy. It was just for fun. The other one, I actually shot a flick trip video. Be up sometime this week. I shot something else. Oh, yesterday I shot my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video for my Flick Pick channel. Have you ever played Fallout 3? And if so, did you like it? I've never played the Fallout games. I'm curious. I've heard nothing but great things. Maybe one day. Maybe if they come out the new Fallout, I will definitely play it. Do you watch Harry Plankett on Red Letter Media? Love Red Letter Media. Honestly, those guys do more than just the Mr. Plankett reviews. They actually do bi-weekly movie reviews where they actually sit down and, you know, they're on camera and they're just kind of giving their thoughts on them. I like those. Those are really good to me. Can you do a Bruce Campbell impression? No, I can't. That's all I got. Would you rather watch Batman and Robin every day for the rest of your life or smash Susan Boyle? By smash, do you mean... I guess as long as she can sing while I'm doing it, that'll take my focus off of it. If not Christian Bale, who would you have chosen to be Batman? You know, it's hard to say after seeing Christian Bale play Batman. I can't say. I couldn't say off the top of my head, but Carl Urban, I might cast as the new Batman if he could bulk up a little bit. Would you ruin millions of past and future childhood memories to bang Megan Fox? Absolutely. You know what I would do if it meant the extinction of mankind? I'd probably do it because I think like a guy. You know, I'm sorry. Hey John, I've been watching your videos for a little while now, and I've noticed that you don't give horror movies as much respect as you give other movies. Why is that? It's not that I don't give them respect. I like horror movies. I love watching a good horror film. Is it my favorite genre? No, and I'll explain why. I'm all about rewatchability factor when it comes to movies. Now, horror films, you know, around October time, I'll sit down and watch all of them. Just because I got to get in that mood. But to sit there and watch like a horror film on some random Thursday night when I'm trying to relax, they don't necessarily relax me. A horror film is about, you know, building up your senses and getting scared. And when I want to relax, that's kind of not what it does. That's not the movie or category I want to watch or genre. But I love them. I truly do love them. You know, Nightmare on Elm Street, that's what transformed me as a young kid. All my family, like my sisters, I have older sisters, we used to watch those movies like every other day. I literally remember my dad used to record them on beta tape, and we watched them over and over again. Hey John, what do you think of Anaconda movies? I've only seen the first one, and it had Ice Cube in it. Johnny, if you could go back in time and watch any film again for the first time, again, which film would it be? You know, me and my friends, every time we see a good movie, we're always like, damn it, dude, I wish I could erase my mind and go watch that movie again. That's how good it was. And it's almost what it's coming to nowadays, because they make so many shitty movies, you gotta go back in time to watch the good ones. Honestly, whew, that's tough, man. You know, movies like The Shawshank Redemption, when I watched it for the first time, movies like Stand By Me, you know, that just gave me that emotional sense in life. You know, hell, to go back and watch Batman Begins would be phenomenal. You know, erase all the Batman movies and allow me to just watch them all in a row one night. That'd make my day. Hey John, how many subs do you think you can say fuck off to other shit in your life and make videos more often as YouTube as your permanent way of income? How many videos do you think it would make? I'd have to make them do YouTube full time. I could put it this way: I wouldn't be sleeping. It'd be a lot. It'd be a lot. Jesus. Yeah, I wouldn't sleep. Hey Johnny Badass, how many Blu-rays and DVDs do you own? Fuck if I know, man. I've lost count a long time ago. I truly have. DVDs, I don't know. I truly don't. John, would you buy Twilight Saga on Blu-ray? Or do you even like it? Not a huge fan, probably would never buy it. I've only seen actually, I've only seen parts of the first movie. That's a good question. Hey Johnny Bang Yo Mommy, can I have a shout out? No. Matt Alexander, thank you. Are you going to buy the movie Rockstar on DVD or Blu-ray? I don't know. If Rockstar was on Blu-ray for like $4, I might buy it. Hey John, does it take you a while to come up with video ideas, or do you just shoot them out like shit? Or do you just shoot the shit? Like, why did my brain go to that? You know, sometimes video ideas just fall in my lap, and here's the thing about them, like, I'll go to make a video, right? And I have a video made, and then there's 3 other videos that I literally have to make right after that one, just because I'm like, oh god, I gotta talk about that. For instance, anytime like a big movie news thing happens, I feel compelled to talk about it if it's interesting. Sometimes I just don't give a shit. But other times, the ideas usually just come to you. You know, you make one video and you're like, I don't have an idea, and then the next day, just something falls in your lap. And a lot of my videos have happened just, I like to use the term organically, because, you know, like the Bane video I made on my Flick Video Games channel where I break the controller. By the way, check that out if you haven't. Link down low in the description. It's actually under me right now. It's down there. Anyway, you know, I actually literally did break my controller out of anger one night, and then it was sitting there broke on the counter. I was about to throw it in the garbage. I was like, fuck that, I got a great idea. And I ran out in the garage with my Bane mask. So every once in a while I sit down and think about a video idea, but mostly they just kind of happen. If I buy a plasma from Best Buy, do you think it's necessary to have them calibrate it for me? Fuck no, man. Don't fall into that shit, that $200 calibration bullshit. Here's what you do. Here's the easiest way to calibrate any TV you ever buy. You type in the model number of your TV when you get home, right? Plasma HG 55 right? There's going to be somebody who's already calibrated that TV perfectly. They've already had it calibrated, and they're going to list all of their settings in some forum somewhere. So look at the forum, look at all the settings, and just simply copy and paste, basically. You know, that's what I did. Turned out great, but sometimes I find that some people like their shit a little too dim, and there's not, like, you don't want your TV on vivid mode, but sometimes they try to make it a little too dim for their theater room, and I like it just slightly brighter than that. So I'd start there and then see what you like. What are your favorite westerns? I'll just tell you my all-time favorite western. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly. Unforgiven's pretty damn good too. John, who are 5 actresses you'd like to bang? Oh, jeez. I've answered this 1,000 times, but right now Anna Kendrick's kind of at the top of my list. I don't know why. I just watched Pitch Perfect the other week, so... hey, Johnny Flixter, what's the weirdest porn you've ever come across on the internet? Dude... This is I want to make this Q&A video like 20 minutes. I don't have 6 hours to spare you. Let's just say there's ones where me and my friends, and back in the day, this is all we did. Hey man, dude, I just found this one. You go to it. It's at wingtube.com. Yeah, look at that. And then we start playing video games together. There was one where they were talking about the weird, like the one girl was talking about how she wants to cut off her hand and dance around like a pirate. Yeah, that's what she was saying. Like, that was her, like, intensity mode. Hey, John, I'm a teenager from Canada. I wanted to know how you felt about time travel. I look up to you, and you entertain the hell out of me. Thank you. Thank you. Time travel. It's a very interesting concept. It's a paradox within a paradox that would actually, in reality, cause the Earth to spin backwards and blow up. But I would like to do it if possible. You know, there would be... Like, could you imagine... And I've always had this movie idea where they go back in time, but they go back to the biggest events, and they kind of play around throughout time. A movie like that. Imagine going back to, you know, the bow of the Titanic as it's sinking. Or imagine going back to a Roman gladiator fight, or seeing a T-Rex, you know? Hey John, have you heard about the new Christopher Nolan movie? Yeah, his sci-fi traveling through space movie. I'm completely down for it. That's the movie I want to see him make next. I wanted him to make a sci-fi movie, so perfect. Okay, I'll answer. You got a few questions here. I'll answer the first one. Hey Johnny, 2 questions. Do you think it would be a good idea having Ben Affleck direct and having Nolan produce and write the story of the Italian mob movie? Affleck directing? Yeah, I don't even think that needs Nolan producing it. I just think it needs Affleck directing it. I think that'd be fine. Hey, Johnny Boy, if Santa Claus is real, but instead of delivering presents to people, he raped them with candy canes, how would you prepare or booty trap your house to fend him off? Alright, here's what I do. Am I really answering this? I love these questions. These are the questions I love, you know? In 5 years, I'm going to go back and watch this video and think, what the hell? Well, I turn off all the lights in the house. I'd have the fireplace, you know, all opened up, inviting. I have some cookies set out right in front of it with a nice tall glass of milk. And I'd be sitting over in the shadows with a shotgun. And when that fucker came down, he's done. Hey, Johnny Badass, how many Blu-rays? I've answered that one already. Hey, Johnny Flicky, what would you do if you walked in your room and saw your younger self humping your girlfriend? Go ninja, go ninja, go. Probably help him out a little bit. I think for sure, dude, that he would have played... Oh, you're commenting to somebody else in the comments? Hey, got a question. Do you like Joseph Gordon-Levitt as an actor, and do you like him as a guy? Seems like a nice guy, good actor. Do you think when I get older I can be the new Batman? Possibly, as long as they're talking about rebooting that in another like 6 years, so you probably will have time to grow into it. How does your girlfriend go to the movies with you? What was the last movie she saw with you in the theaters? My girlfriend hasn't went to the movies with me in a long time. I always go with a few of my friends. Trying to think what the last movie we saw together was. I don't remember. It's probably a comedy. I have a feeling it was a comedy though. Next question is, John, would you rather have a million subscribers on your FlickPick channel or a million subscribers on your John Flixter channel? Oh, that's a good question. It's a very good question. That makes me wonder, you know, to be honest with you, my Flixter channel is kind of my more loose and free channel. And in my FlickPick channel, I try to really make everything precise. Maybe, to be honest, maybe this channel. You know, I would love to have a million subscribers and then be able to do Q&As. And then get a million questions like the Santa Claus getting penetrated by candy cane questions. Hey John, what song do you want them to play at your funeral? Man. Maybe the Indiana Jones theme. Dun, 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 dun. Or you know what? You know, to be honest with you, the Inception soundtrack theme called Time, that real kind of epic-y, moody song that makes you think about your life. Now that'd be good. Hey, I'm a dumbass. Can you explain to me how you use MoviePass and does it ever screw up? MoviePass. By the way, if you guys want to buy MoviePass, this is what MoviePass is briefly, real quick. It's basically a $20, $30 a month service you pay for this card. You go to the movie, you have a smartphone, you have an app, you pick what movie you want to see, you see it, and you can see as many movies as you want per month for $30. So if you want to see 20 new movies, go for it. It's only going to cost you $20 or $30 depending where you live. Anyway, I have MoviePass. When I first got it, I could not get it to work because my phone would not work with the GPS thingy-majigger to find my location. But after I got it to work the next time, but ever since then I go see more movies than ever. Before I was like, this shit costs too much, I'm sorry. But anyway, if you guys want to save $10 off MoviePass, go to this link down below in the description and type in the promo code TheFlickPick. Saves you 10 bucks. What are you insecure about? My little feet. No, you know, to be I don't know if insecurity is the thing, because I can fake confidence, but the thing is, I am shy around people. Like, I'd rather talk to 100,000 people that I don't know than 20 people I do know, because they already know everything about me, so now they're really judging me. Hey John, can we be friends? We already are friends. We're all friends. You're literally all sitting in my room, and we're all cramped like fucking sardines and tuna, but it's about friendship, damn it. It will be the best decision you ever made. We both love movies, we both have the same sense of humor, and we both like Patrick Bateman. The name's Patrick Bateman. What movie ending pissed you off the most? Where do I begin with that? Can I come back to it? I wanna really get that one. I have to think about that. John, if you woke up one morning and discovered that every one of your Blu-ray movies were replaced by VHS tapes, what would you do? I don't know, man. Like, what would I do with, like, all those VHS tapes? I guess I'd build little forts in my basement and play in them. Hey, Johnny, how do you feel about gun control? I think it's fucking ridiculous. Alright, let's talk about gun control. First of all, I don't own a gun. I really don't want to own a gun, but here's my view on it. I think controlling and taking away everyone's guns in society is completely fucked up. First of all, it goes against the amendment, and once you start changing the amendments, once the government finds it deemable to do so, it just means they're going to start digging in and taking away more freedoms, you know? If you take away all the guns in America right now, all it's going to do is create a black market for guns, which in black markets create nothing more but crime and it profits illegal activity. You know, by making them legal and taxing them and controlling them the best you can, you at least have a chance. If a bad guy wants to get a gun, he's going to get a gun. It doesn't matter if you ban all of them. So I think it's kind of a losing fight. It's a little bit ridiculous. And, you know, assholes do dumb things with guns. I agree. But those same assholes will still get that gun even if you ban them. So my nose itches. Okay. If I didn't have a speech impediment, I could answer this question. If Heath Ledger didn't die, do you think he would be in Inception? Absolutely. Absolutely, Heath Ledger would have been in Inception. It kind of makes you wonder which role he would have had. I'm going to lean towards the Joseph Gordon-Levitt role. Just a thought. Yo, Flixter, what movies do you like of Robin Williams besides Hook? Robin Williams. I liked him as the voice in Aladdin. I liked Mrs. Doubtfire for a long time. Good Morning Vietnam. Also, I liked him in 1 Hour Photo. Creepy bastard there. Hey, Johnny boy, do you think you'll ever get a video format that looks and sounds even better than Blu-ray? They're saying 4K is going to come out sometime in the future. Basically, it's an upgraded Blu-ray. Here's my question. If you can put that much information on a Blu-ray, just call it a damn Blu-ray. Just fill the Blu-ray up with all the information. Half the time, they literally don't fill up the Blu-ray with all the data that they possibly can. They don't do the best restoration jobs with Blu-rays and transfers that they can. So once they master Blu-rays on 1080p, then we can talk about a new format. But they haven't even mastered that. Sometimes you can buy a Blu-ray that looks really junky and shitty because they kind of slapped it together. Do you think they're going to do any better for the same caliber of movie coming out 5 years from now for 4K? Doubtful. It's only going to look... They're going to have a higher ratio of quality, but they're never truly always going to meet it. So what's the point? John, can you please play Batman Arkham City? I want to play Batman Arkham City. I want to play it. Okay? Send it to me and I'll send it back to you when I'm done playing it. I just got to get my hands on it. What do you think of the latest Walking Dead episode? Is Merle a cunt? Merle is a dick, ain't he? I agree. I liked it. Now, I'll be honest with you. Last night, what's today? Technically, it's Tuesday. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. But I haven't watched the new episode. I have it DVR'd. I'm going to go watch it right after this Q&A. So, why don't you come up with an idea for short films like your buddy Chris Stuckman? As far as short films go, the thing is, you need money, you need time, you need a cast, you need a crew. It's not that I don't have ideas for short films. You know, if someone gave me 10 grand and said, hey, I need you to make a short film, I'll make you a short film. It's just, I really don't have the capability to do so right now. I'm limited, so. Hey John, just saw Point Break and it was badass and pure adrenaline rush. Can you recommend some more kick-ass movies that many people may not have seen? Kick-ass films. You know, I'll name one kick-ass scene that just came to the top of my head. Watch Oldboy. There's a fight in there, a fight scene, like a one-take fight scene with a hammer. That's pretty kick-ass. But other kick-ass movies, let's talk about Roadhouse. Everyone's seen Predator. Everyone's seen T2. I'm trying to think of some... Oh, Warrior. Watch Warrior. That's pretty badass. Trying to think of some other... Trying to think of some lower movies that not a lot of people would know about. Off the top of my head, I'm really not up to par right now. My brain just melted. Give Roadhouse a try. Hey, Stone Cold John Austin. Thanks, man. What do you think of Warrior with Tom Hardy? That's weird. We just talked about that. Love Warrior with Tom Hardy. Yo, Johnny Flixter, what if you woke up... Oh, God. That's like the third time you asked me if my hair, my body was gone, what would I do? Hey, J-Boy, how the flick do you pick out a Blu-ray to watch out of your collection? I will go crazy trying. That's odd that you say that, because the other night I went to watch a movie on Blu-ray, and I was like, I want to watch something fun, something I like, but I want something different. I don't know what the hell I just said right there, but... So I sat there in front of my movies for like 15 minutes just looking at each one. I was like, ugh. I couldn't decide. I literally just went upstairs and went to bed at that point. Good God. How many times? This guy literally asked the same question 17 times. Okay. Hey, Johnny frickin' Flixter, have you ever thought about doing classic movie reviews like Pulp Fiction, Back to the Future trilogy, Shawshank, Indiana Jones, etc.? You know what I used to do? That's the reason I used to do so many Blu-ray updates with random movies, because it gave me a chance to talk about that movie for a brief period of time and move on to the next thing. So maybe one day I can do something like quick random movie reviews or something where I can talk about like 3 older classic movies all in one video and just boom, 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 you know? Yo, Flicky Dicky, I remember you talked about doing a fitness channel. It would be awesome, so you should check out the Scott Herman fitness channel. By the way, should I buy a Steelbook edition of Skyfall or the normal Blu-ray? Buy the normal Blu-ray. You know, as far as that fitness channel goes, I had mentioned a long time ago, right now I don't even have time to do the channels I have, you know. Literally, when you guys see a video from me, I don't sleep that day. That means I had no time, so I had to do it instead of sleeping. I would like to do a fitness channel. If I could get my hands on a gym and be left alone to make those videos in there and have like a cameraman, I'd be all over it. I'm gonna answer one more question, guys. Let's find one here. Come on, I'm gonna scroll down randomly. I don't want to answer that one. Okay. How many Stanley Kubrick movies do I own? Full Metal Jacket, 2001: A Space Odyssey, The Shining. I used to own, I forget what it's called, Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman. What is it called? There's a sex orgy scene with Tom Cruise. Eyes Wide Shut. I used to own that. I got rid of it. I was like, I'm not going to watch that again. So I guess I own 3. I might actually own another one somewhere in there. I think I own another Stanley Kubrick movie. What would it be? I know I do. I know I do. Okay, I guess I don't. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Ask your questions down below. I'll answer them next week. Ask anything and everything. You guys know how it goes. Anyway, my name's John. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.